I took a terrible shot. It was lazy. He ended up taking my back, and I'd played that out so many times in my head. So as soon as he got on my back, I was like, oh, I've been here before. Shook him off exactly like I envisioned. Cool, I'm now on his guard, start punching him.
Yeah.
And I just didn't panic whatsoever. I was up 2 rounds, admittedly, but it was just, you got to be put in bad spots. Like, you need to. It's a fight, ultimately.
Yeah,
know?
and that's important what you said. It's the calmness of your mind, I think, sometimes. Because I think that goes a little bit with what I was saying about, like, you know, when you know you're sort of at a higher level than someone that you're rolling with.
Yeah.
Because there's no panic. He's on your back.
Yeah.
It's kind of like,
Do
do you know what I'm saying? Whereas if you're with someone that's of a higher level,
Panic
but you've
quick.
still got that mindset, that can really help you out, can't it,
Yeah,
at times?
yeah.
And, like, with training, you've got to get the balance right, because you can't always get in smashed too, because then you can be just good at getting bashed up, can't you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You can get good. We all know these people, and I've said it on here before, but like that they get to a certain level of jiu-jitsu and then they don't get tapped anymore, but they never tap no one.
Sure.
They're the guy that just like
lay and pray.
you don't pass my guard, you don't do
Yeah,
nothing, and at the end of the
yeah.
round you'll be like, oh mate, thanks, cheers. Do you know what I mean? That was a good round, wasn't it?
And I think it's that like comfortability, losing rounds in the gym.
Yeah.
I got guillotined today in MMA sparring, and at first I was like, fuck, I took a lazy shot. But I was like, fuck, like, I'd rather that now than in a fight. Do you know what I mean?
And at the end of the day, it's training, right?
Exactly.
It don't matter.
Exactly.
No one cares today. Do you know what I mean?
And then I shot again, and he grabbed it, and I got out of it. So, all right, cool. I've made the adjustment. I've learnt the lesson. There's no more valuable life lesson than getting choked or punched in the face. You're like,
Do you know
I
what I
probably
mean?
won't do that again.
Yes, but there was, or you was probably there actually. There was a seminar with Gary Tonin at Elevate back in the day.
That was before my time.
Before your time, it was.
Yeah.
I think it was just before sort of lockdowns.
Yeah,
sort of around that
Maybe
time.
I was on my striking.
You
thing
might have
back
been
then.
about, but it was like he's basically said that like in the gym he gets tapped more than anyone because he just like baits things and just goes for it. I know, you know, if I'm butchering it, sorry, Gal, but he's. Do you know what I mean? Like he
know
was,
you're watching.
Yeah, we know you're watching, Gal. You know you're a fan, but it's one of them like it's training at the end of the day, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And I think people lose that. I think people lose that. They want to win every round. And of course, there's time. Don't get me wrong. We've got to go today, Frankie. Right, come on, Frank. Let's have it. Boom. But sometimes it's like, Frank, just like let's have a roll. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Yeah.
And I think if you can do that and have that in check while you're still young enough, because a lot of people I think realise it when it's too late, don't they?
Sure, yeah, they're just smashing people and not getting that proper work in.
Do you know what I mean? And like with striking that's a tricky one. And the reason I bring striking up, because grappling you can in some ways you can afford to go hard all the time. Whether you, in terms of development or whatever, that's a completely different thing. I'm just talking in terms of looking after your body. Whereas striking, you don't want to get punched in the head hard every day.